My phone buzzed at 2 a.m. with a video from my little cousin, and the caption said, "Don't let mom see this." I opened it under my blanket. Shaky footage of our uncle's garage, boxes stacked to the ceiling, and in the corner, a rusted safe with my father's name taped to the front in old, yellowing letters. My father had been dead for 6 years. He never mentioned a safe. I texted back immediately, "What is that? Where did you find it?" 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Finally, behind Dad's old tools. He told me not to touch it. I touched it anyway. My hands were cold. My cousin was 12. He shouldn't have been in that garage alone, and he definitely shouldn't have been carrying a secret this heavy for a kid his age. The next video came an hour later. The safe was open. Inside were bundles of letters tied with string, a stack of photographs, and a manila envelope marked custody, do not file. My cousin read one line out loud on camera, his voice cracking. "If anyone asks, tell them she moved away." I didn't sleep that night. By morning, I was at my uncle's house pretending I'd come for coffee, watching his face for anything that didn't fit. He poured 2 cups, hand steady, voice easy, ordinary, but his eyes kept sliding to the hallway that led to the garage. "Everything okay?" he asked too lightly. "Fine," I said, and hated how smooth the lie came out. That afternoon, my cousin sent me a photograph he'd found. A woman holding a baby, standing in front of a house I didn't recognize, and written on the back in my father's handwriting, "Emma, 6 months. Forgive me." I had no aunt named Emma, no cousin, no family friend, just a name that didn't belong anywhere in the story I'd been told my whole life. I called my mother, and for the first time in 30 years, I heard her go completely silent on the phone. Not confused, silent, caught silent. "Who is Emma?" I asked. The pause lasted so long I thought the call had dropped. Then she said quietly, "Where did you hear that name?" "A safe in Uncle Ray's garage. Letters, a photo, Dad's handwriting." My mother exhaled like she'd been holding that breath for decades. "You need to come home, not over the phone." I drove 3 hours with my chest in a knot, replaying every birthday, every holiday, every story my father ever told about his life before us, searching for a gap I'd never noticed because I'd never been looking for one. My mother met me at the door with red eyes and a face that had aged 5 years since morning. She didn't offer coffee. She didn't sit me down gently. She just said it. "Your father had a daughter before he met me, Emma. Her mother left the state when she was a baby and cut off all contact. He tried to find them for years. Then he stopped talking about it, and I let him because it was easier than watching him grieve a child who was still alive. So she's out there, somewhere. My sister. She would be 41 now," my mother said. "We don't know where." My cousin, the 12-year-old who started all of this, was sitting on the porch steps when I walked out, waiting, scared he'd broken something by opening a box he wasn't supposed to touch. "Did I do something bad?" he asked. I didn't have an answer that felt honest. He hadn't done something bad. He'd done something true, and truth doesn't ask permission before it changes a family. That was 4 months ago. I found Emma through an old adoption registry, using nothing but a name, a birth month, and a photograph of a house that a stranger on the internet recognized within a week. I haven't messaged her yet. The draft sits in my phone, rewritten 11 times, deleted twice. My uncle still hasn't spoken to my mother since she told me. He says some doors were locked for a reason, that Emma's mother wanted a clean break, and we have no right to undo 39 years of her choice. My mother says silence was never protection, only convenience with better manners. I don't know which one of them is right. I only know a 12-year-old boy pulled a string on an old envelope, and now there's a woman somewhere who doesn't yet know her whole family has been arguing for 4 months about whether she deserves to be found.